What's good? My name is Jepta, and I'm a 17-year-old student entrepreneur and YouTuber, and I've made quite a bit of money online. So I'm just here to share my knowledge and my experiences and what I've learned along the way in a not guru fashion, because I used to hate when people just try to sell me stuff and make clickbait type videos. This is not that. So if you have a dopamine monkey brain, click off this video. It's not for you. If you're still here, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends just to grow the channel, boost it out to more people. I know it sounds corny, but dude, I'm trying to help people out. And if this video helps you out, then maybe at the end of the video, you could choose to do that, right? But I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, you saw the title. The video is how to sell. I have my notes over here. I'm gonna get better. Actually, I don't even know, bro. I have my notes here though, and I'm basically talking to you about how to sell, right? So when I first found out about online business, I was addicted. Right? I was addicted. I think I saw Iman Gaji, and he has videos of him in private jets, Rolls Royces. He's in Dubai. He's in Cape Town driving nice cars. And I'm like, bro, is this online business? Is this what it is? And then I got addicted. I got hooked. I'm like, okay, I want that in my life. Right? And I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So it's not like I wanted to become an entrepreneur because of Iman Gaji's lifestyle, right? Just that I found out about online, like I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know how. I found out about online business, and then I saw Iman Gaji. I'm like, this is online business, and this is the life that he's living. I want it, bro. I want it, right? And you can't blame me because I'm a kid. I was 16 at the time, right? So I fell in love with Iman's lifestyle, not in like a sus way, but it looked cool and I wanted it for myself. And at the time, since he's the main person I looked up to, I tried to copy his every move. I started in SMMA because I had zero startup capital. I was broke. I was literally a broke 16-year-old kid. I started in SMMA, and then I started doing cold outreach through the DMs on IG, right? I made a whole new account. It looked like such a bot. It had like my professional profile picture, like professional bio, like professional post. I don't know. It was terrible though. I look back at it today. I think I deleted the account, but it's terrible. And I started outreaching to like med spas, right? Literally med spas. That's how much of a bot I was. So I started doing outreach, and it usually went like I sent an outreach message, ghosted, sent another one, ghosted, sent another one, ghosted. And then eventually I scheduled my first meeting. Guess what? Ghosted. Followed up. He's like, okay, my bad, bro. I'm sorry. I have a really busy schedule. I'm like, okay, yeah, bro, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. So we rescheduled. Guess what? Ghosted. Followed up. Guess what? Ghosted. You feel me? So it was terrible. My DM experience was terrible. I really wanted this lifestyle. I really wanted to make it with SMMA because Iman Gaji, yo, look at the life that he's living. It's so beautiful, bro. It's so beautiful. He's driving such nice cars. I wanted it with SMMA. And that's the way that I thought. But DM cold outreach, that was not my thing. So what did I do? I started cold calling, right? And cold calling went a lot better because I was actually speaking to the people rather than just being left on scene. I mean, obviously not everyone responded, but it felt better like talking to a person. But as I said, I sounded like a robot. I think I went to a YouTube video, the top 10 cold calling scripts to 10x your close rate. I picked up the phone, read first line. I don't even know how cold calls go anymore, but it was so terrible because I was literally reading off a script. I'm not sure. You may be a beginner and a script might be the only thing you know, but if you're reading off the script, you have to understand that you sound like a robot to some extent. You feel me? Like, if scripts work, you could give ChatGPT your script, put a voiceover, dial a phone, and ChatGPT will sell the person. That obviously doesn't work because if I heard an automated voiceover reading a script, I would hang up. I get those all the time. Calls from China, calls from India. You know what I'm saying? My bank has been frozen. The 419 Nigerian scammers. Dude, you could tell, like you could sense it if you're picking up a phone, you could sense if it's real or not. And that's how I sounded. I sounded like a bot. I sounded like a bot when I was doing cold calls. And you know how the process went? Ghosted, stood up. Yo, what are you trying to sell me? I've already heard this before. What's your offer? I don't care. You should quit. Ghosted, 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 ghosted. Then I finally scheduled a meeting. And then I'm like, okay, this is great. I sent emails following up. Yo, I'm looking forward to this meeting. No response, unfortunately, but it's fine. It's fine. When the meeting comes, they'll show up. A couple minutes before the meeting, emails, DMs, texts. I'm looking forward to this meeting, blah, blah, blah. Here's the Google Meet link. No response. Time for the meeting. Ghosted. Huh? Ghosted. Yeah. So then I followed up, right? I didn't know if I was going to get a response, but I did. I did get a response when I was cold calling. I got a response after I got ghosted for the meeting. We rescheduled. Guess what? Ghosted. Dude, and this cycle literally repeated for 10 months straight, right? I did SMMA. I made $0.00 with SMA for 10 months straight. Because I knew that I wasn't like dopamine monkey that just wanted to get the quick cash. I knew that I have to be in this for the long game. But bro, I spent a year of my life, 10 months of my life, cold calling, repeating that exact same cycle. So 10 months into my journey, I developed my own thoughts and my own way of thinking thanks to my mentor, right? Because before I developed my own thoughts, I was a bot. I was literally a robot. I wanted this Imangaji lifestyle. I can't lie. Not even on no glazing stuff. I'm not trying to glaze here, right? But I literally, bro, I sound like such a glazer, but I literally ordered a derma roller. I'm not sure if you know what a derma roller is. It's like one of the like little rolly things with spikes. You could like roll it on your face to like grow a beard. Mine is coming in, bro. Trust me, it's gonna come in soon. But I ordered a derma roller because I wanted Imangaji's beard. Is that glazing? I know that's glazing to another level, but I was committed to the journey. That's what you could say. And as I said, my mentor, he helped me make my own thoughts. So I kind of pushed away from this, I want to be Imangaji, like glazing, right? And then he told me the reason why you were doing this for 10 months and found no success is because I sucked at sales. I didn't know how to sell people, right? So he gave me two books. They're pretty great. How to Win Friends and Influence People and $100 Million Leads by Alex Hermosi. These are great books. I promise, like in my Discord community where I teach a business model called growth operating, you need to know how to sell yourself to an influencer for them to get you to like schedule a meeting with them. And I promote these two books because these are the two books I read to sign to influencers in under a month, right? How to Win Friends and Influence People. What did I learn? Right? What did I learn? Okay, first of all, these books changed my life. I was in this Imangaji glazing phase. And then my mentor, he's like, bro, you suck at sales, you need to learn. I read the books. After I read the books, 10 months, no experience, no results, $0.00. While I was reading $100 million leads, I signed two clients while I was reading the book. I haven't even finished the book yet, but I'll get into that later. What does How to Win Friends and Influence People teach? The book is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It talks about how if you're trying to sell someone, you need to get them to like, know, and trust you, right? Because that's what a friend is. Friends like, know, and trust you. And in sales, when you're trying to sell someone or influence their decisions, you need to get them to like, know, and trust you, or else you're just a random person trying to tell them what to do. I would say, who are you, bro? Get away from me. Like, what are you doing in my humble abode? You feel me? So you need to get people to like, know, and trust you. And in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, it teaches three main lessons. You need to make people feel important. So like qualify them. Oh, you're so good. Oh, you're so huge, bro. You go to the gym, you're so big, bro. I want to be like you. Pause. But like, you feel me? Make them feel important. Make them feel like they've done something, because when they feel important, they like you. They like when their ego gets like, you know what I'm saying, stroked. You feel me? And then you actually have to genuinely be interested in what they say. Even though you're trying to sell people, you have to listen and engage in a conversation. That's why my cold callings failed, right? When I was reading the cold call script, I didn't care about what response they gave me. I just cared about getting to the next line, and that's pretty much why it didn't work. You genuinely have to be interested in what they say, and people can perceive if you are interested or if you're just trying to like move ahead and be selfish with the conversation, right? So you have to be genuinely interested, which shows that you're not selfish. And then once you make them feel important and you show that you're actually interested, get them to like you. And how do you do this? Get them to talk about themselves, right? People love talking about themselves, right? I love talking about myself, kind of. I sometimes think it's awkward, but people like talking about themselves, telling people what they've done, all this stuff. It's just the easiest thing to talk about because they are themselves, right? So when you're talking to them and you're the one making them talk about themselves, they like you more because in their mind, they think the interactions that they have with you, they like, because when they're talking to you, you're making them talk about themselves and they like talking about themselves. So their mind thinks, oh, when I'm with this guy, the conversations that we have are so good. That's how you get them to like you. It's a lot shallower than that. I mean, it's a lot deeper than that, but that's just a very shallow explanation, but it makes sense logically. Or not logically, I don't even know, bro, but it makes sense, you feel me? And when I started doing this, I saw like a 500% increase in my response rate when I started personalizing the messages. You feel me? Instead of using a script and this is the best opener that will 10x your open rate or whatever, right? I started saying personalized compliments. I started complimenting people, asking people about things that were on their Instagram page or things that they've done in the past week, events that they've been to, etc. And this shows that I did a little bit of research and I actually know and care a little bit, because you don't understand. With growth operating, the business model that I teach, influencers get pitched to all the time, right? Oh yeah, by the way, when I read these books, I switched over to growth operating because I used to do SMA and I just couldn't handle it. So I switched over to growth operating. So now that I'm talking about like reaching out to influencers, this is growth operating. Influencers get pitched the growth operating service so much now, especially now because it's March, almost April 2024. I started in November, so it wasn't that saturated per se in terms of outreach, but yeah, that just made influencers respond because influencers are getting pitched by, yo, do you want my video editing services? Oh, your videos suck right now, but they would be better if you did this. Just like regular stuff like that. But if you send a personalized message, that stands out and they see it. But again, outreach, there's no specific formula for outreach. Once there's a best method, everyone's going to learn the best method and then become saturated. Then you need to find a new best method, and that's just how it works. So in November, I used to do outreach, and that's when I was reaching out to influencers on cold DMs. Again, this is way back in November when nobody knew about growth operating. So I posted a YouTube video, insane free value, just insane free value. I think it's called How to Start a 10K a Month Fitness Business. I posted that video. This is like the thumbnail for it. I posted that video because I read the book $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. If you don't know who that is, he's a very successful entrepreneur. And he teaches that free value is insanely important. You need to provide free value to get people to trust you. It's like your free value should be crack. It should be like crack, like a drug. You give it to them and it's completely for free. But it's like, I want more. It's crack. You feel me? So provide free value so people want more. And then when they want more, that's when you sell them. But again, to wrap it all up, sales is a numbers game. So you have to reach out to a lot of people because that's just how it is. Not everyone's going to say yes to you. If that was the world, everyone would be rich, I guess. If everyone said yes to you, everyone would do sales. But it's not. Only the strong-minded succeed. I literally spent 10 months doing cold calls with SMA, but I didn't quit because I knew it was a numbers game. I knew that I was only one no away from a yes, or I was one no closer to a yes. And that just means that for every no you get, you're one step closer to a yes. Like the next person, 50-50 chance they say yes. So you're one step closer. You feel me? So that's all I gotta say in terms of sales. Hopefully you learned a little bit. As I said in the beginning, subscribe, bro. If you like this type of video, subscribe, like the video, boost to more people, share it with your friends, because I think it's sauce, bro. Tell me, drop a comment down below if this was saucy. And by the way, I have a free class. I talked about this business model. I call it growth operating, and I teach people how to sign with influencers and basically launch and run and scale a paid community for them. And it's the first business model that made me money, and it's how I'm making money. I have a paid community called Operator Ascension, but I also host a bunch of free classes just teaching people about the business model and how they can get started, how they can reach out to clients, how they could land them, and how they could scale and launch their paid communities. So I have a free class this Saturday at 1600 EST. So if you want to join, go to the description, read it. I think the call to action is DM me the word class on IG. So my Instagram link is in my description. Click on that and shoot me a DM with the word class, and I'll get you signed up for it, and I'll see you then. It's going to be pretty saucy. I hope you like this video. If you do, share. That's me. I'll be back tomorrow, probably. All right, peace.